Hey everybody, what's up? How you guys doing? In this video, I go through get ready with me style and I show you how I do my current makeup routine, which is the look I have going on right here. Some of the products are actually new products I've never used before. I kind of used some products I use every day and then I use some new products just to kind of keep it interesting, but this has been the look that I've been wearing pretty much every day this month, and I've been wearing it in a few of my past videos this month. A lot of you have been requesting a look to see how I do it, so that's what I did, and if you want to see how I did it, please keep on watching. So I got my hair back in a ponytail, no makeup on, we're ready to go. I primed my face with my favorite primer, which is the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. This is great for dry skin. I rave about this in a lot of my videos. It's my holy grail. Now I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation, which is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is in the shade 110. I just like to dot it on my face. I know it looks silly and ridiculous, but that's how I like to do it. Sometimes I'll buff it out with a brush and then go with my beauty blender, but today I'm going to be using my Real Technique sponge, and let me tell you, this thing is amazing. It has a little flat edge on it. I'm using this flat part right now for my forehead just because it gets everything so easily. Okay, so that's foundation done, and I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this concealer since it's very pigmented. It's my favorite concealer, the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. I love this. It's the perfect shade for me. This is Ivory. It's their lightest shade, and I really also like to use this for highlighting since it is very light, but at the same time, if I wear just a little bit, this is all I need. I can get under my eyes. I like to put a little bit around my nose, and sometimes I'll put a little more. I'll put some on my chin. And this stuff is very pigmented, so this is really all you need. And you can use your fingers if you want to, but I'm going to use my little Real Technique sponge here because I really like the pointed edge to buff out concealer with. That's what I use my beauty blender for too. I use the pointy side to kind of just, I like the way it makes it look, like especially if you kind of just pat it into your skin like this. You see how that looked before, and now we're kind of getting that nice coverage, and just make sure you really blend out those edges. I like to use these two powders because I like to set everything on my face with this loose powder. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This stuff is my favorite loose powder. It's like $3 at the drugstore. It's a great deal. This is in the shade Translucent, and it's just a finely milled loose powder. I like to set everything with this, and then I like to just refine the areas that need a little extra powder, like under my eyes and stuff. I like to set that with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural, and this is in the shade Light. It's the lightest one I think they make. And since I have dry skin, I don't really get oily, and usually I just kind of set my forehead and my nose, just the areas where I do tend to get oily, but just for good measure, you're going to want to set the whole thing just because this powder is light anyway. It's not going to, you know, you want your makeup to be budge proof. Even though we're kind of going for more of a light look, we still want it to last all day. And now I'm taking some of that MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and I'm just concentrating it where I feel like I really need to make sure my makeup is definitely set, like under the eyes and, you know, the nose, places where we put that concealer. Just make sure that you really set it. I'm going to combine these two blushes today. This one is from MAC. It is a mineralized blush in the shade Dainty. I hauled this a while back. I'm not sure if I mentioned it until now, but I've been wearing this like ever since I hauled it. So I'm just taking Dainty and I'm lightly brushing it on my cheeks with an angled blush brush. This is from Sigma. All of the brushes I've been using have been from Sigma. They're my favorite brushes. I'll list down below all the brushes I use in case you want to know. So here is what Dainty looks like, just layered very lightly. I think it's so gorgeous. This color is kind of like a bright coral, but it's a little peachy and it's not too like crazy, you know what I mean? Because I have some coral blushes that are like bam pow, and it looks crazy on the brush too, but it's really not. Alright, so that is MAC Dainty, and you could just leave it like that if you would like to, you know, do whatever you want to do, but I like to layer my blushes all the time, and I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, so please comment down below if you layer your blush colors, because sometimes it makes me feel like a super makeup addict and I'm like, nobody does this on a daily basis. So now I'm going to go in with my Milani Baked blush in the shade Delicioso Pink, and it's just a beautiful hot pink. It's like a cool tone pink. It just looks very shimmery, very beautiful. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and this is very pigmented, like I barely tapped and you can already see that pink. So I'm just going to lightly tap that on, and then I'm going to blend it out with the brush I use Dainty with. So I just like to layer very lightly Sometimes I go kind of crazy with it, but today I'm going to keep it simple. Sometimes people put on bronzer before blush, but today I'm doing it after. So today I'm going to use my Milk Chocolate from Too Faced just because I have it open already. And it has a little mirror, so that's convenient because I can look into the mirror while I bronze myself up. I'm going to swipe it on and I'm going to concentrate it towards my hairline, and I'm going to go in a downward motion, kind of like in the hollows, like where your hollow of your cheek is. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my brush. And I don't want to make it too strong because, like I said, I haven't used this bronzer before, so I kind of wanted to keep it light for today. I'm going to move on to eyes now, and I have absolutely been loving this product. I've been using it like for a week straight. It's the Avon Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Frothy Mocha, and it comes in this cute little glass jar. It's adorable. The shade is absolutely just gorgeous. It's a metallic-y taupe. It has a little bit of a copper undertone to it. So there we go. I'm just starting to put it on my lid. I like to take it up a little bit, and it feels cooling. Once you put it on your lids, it kind of just like gives you a cooling sensation, which is really nice. And you know, it doesn't last, it just does it while you are actually applying it. It's very thin. The texture is not as thick as a color tattoo. I love color tattoos actually, don't get me wrong, but this has much lighter of a feel to it. It's not moussey or anything, it's definitely a cream texture, but just the consistency is so light, and that's why I've been wearing it so much, especially in this hot weather, and I definitely plan on ordering more of these. This is my first one. Now I'm going to use my Naked 3 eyeshadow palette. I've been loving this lately. I love all the rosy golden tones. I have a full review on this palette, so if you want to check that out, I'll link it down below. I'm going to go in with this rosy copper shade called Buzz. I'm going to put that all over my lid. Then I'm going to blend this shade Limit in my crease, which is like a light, very light kind of milk chocolatey looking brown. And I'm probably going to use a little bit of Liar as well, which is a very metallic, cool tone taupe. So I'm just taking Buzz and I'm patting that right over the Avon Cream eyeshadow. And this Avon Cream shadow does work as a primer as well, and it lasts all day long. I've never had my eyeshadow crease up on me when I wear it. It's a fabulous, just great product. And then I'm going to use this same brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of Liar on the other side of the brush, tap that off, and I'm just going to concentrate this towards the outer corner because it is a little deeper. I don't know if you can tell, but now I'm taking Limit, that matte brown, and I'm just kind of patting it into my crease, and then I'm going to softly blend it outwards. And then I'm going to go in with my Stila single eyeshadow in the shade Kitten, and look at that. It is just so pretty. It hits the light and it looks like 1,000 seashells. Like that's what the name should be. It should be 1,000 seashells because that's what it reminds me of. I'm just going to take that on the inner corner, and I'm also going to put it on my tear duct just because I like how that looks, you know. I like a sparkly tear duct sometimes. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural, and I'm going to use this large shader brush, and I just like to pat that on my brow bone as a matte highlight. I love it because it matches my skin tone since it's what I used on my face, and you know, it's just the perfect matte highlight. A lot of people do that. They use their face powder as a highlight for their brow bone. So I don't know if you guys have ever thought of doing that, but I've been doing that for like years, and it's just awesome because you can really, you know, make it match your skin. I like to kind of blend out the edges right here, and I just take a fluffy blending brush and I just kind of blend that, you know, make sure all the colors don't have any edges. And now I'm going to move on to eyeliner. I'm using a cream liner from Makeup Forever Professional. It is their Aqua Black. This is actually a waterproof cream eyeshadow, but you can use it as gel liner because it's that black, and I really love the cream formula on this. It's not gel, so it's very pigmented. It's a little thicker than a gel would be. It just feels like a cream shadow, but when you use your angled brush, it goes on smoothly. You don't have to worry about the thicker texture. I really like this because it goes on matte black. I'm going to go for my usual wing, and I'm looking in a mirror here, so sorry if you can't really see my face head on, but I want to get this right. So I gotta look in my mirror, and just using an angled brush, and I don't like to start off with too much product. Like I said, it's easier to build up, so just start off with a little bit. And I'm gonna go for, I want to do like an elongated type of wing today, so I'm gonna wing this out pretty well. I'm gonna stop there. So I like to create that little line, and then I just flip my brush around and I create that shape. So That's how I like to do my liner. And this aqua black has just been working so well for me. So I'm just putting a little bit in my waterline to show you guys what it looks like that. I think it really makes your eye color stand out. So there's eyeliner done. I just love the way that it looks once you've tight lined right here on your waterline, just because it makes your eyes stand out, and I've really been going with that look lately. I know that eyeliner isn't necessarily a must-have for spring, but I wear wing liner pretty much every day, so it's essential for me. And now I'm going to curl my lashes, my Revlon lash curler, my favorite lash curler ever. It is amazing. I've had this one for like a year now, but I need to buy a new one. I've been using Revlon lash curlers for a long time. And today I'm going to use my brand new Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Mascara. I haven't even opened it yet, so this is kind of like first impressions, and I'm so excited to use it. So we're gonna try it. I don't know, I kind of gotta get used to using this brush, but it adds a lot of thickness and it does give me pretty decent volume. The length, not so much. That's kind of how my lashes are naturally, like the length, but the thickness and the volume so far is what I notice just by applying a few coats of this. But just because I don't like the length, I'm going to add some of my Almay Get Up and Grow to this just so I can really make my lashes pop and stand out. So I'm also going to go in a little bit with my Almay Get Up and Grow just because I want length, and that mascara didn't really give it to me. So I'm going to go in with this and just layer. I also like to layer my mascaras in case you didn't know, but I think you all knew that about me, so no surprises today. So I don't know if you guys can see that length I'm getting, but this was all from the Almay Get Up and Grow. This stuff just makes my lashes look so long, and I love the dense brush that it comes with because it just grabs all of the lashes. And now just for a little finishing touch, I'm going to add some highlighter. And for that, I'm going to use my Smashbox Soft Lights powder in the shade Shimmer. And I usually use Prism as a blush, the other one that's kind of pink. But this one is more of like a rose kind of champagne shade. And it looks so pretty. I'm not wearing any highlight. It might look like it because the blushes I used had a little shimmer in them. But I want just a little bit more of a glow. So I'm going to use my tapered highlight, just putting on a little bit of that, and I'm looking into my mirror as I do this, but I just like to brush on a little bit more of highlight because you guys know me, I like really glowy cheeks and I really just love shimmer. I know that a lot of people don't like shimmer, so you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but personally, especially when it's hot outside, I'm like, you know what, I need some shimmer on my cheeks. So now all I have left is lips. First, I'm going to apply some lip balm, and usually I would be putting on my lips right now, but I have been loving this Jelly Bean flavored lip smacker. I bought these like in a quad. I have a lip balm haul coming up soon, so I'm just going to apply a little tiny bit of that. You could leave it like that if you want to, because it does give you a little tiny bit of color, but not too much. It's just kind of like a pink tint. I'm just having a drink before I put on my lipstick because I hate it when I get super thirsty after I like freshly apply my lipstick. It drives me crazy. So I'm taking some Canada Dry. I'm taking it. What am I saying? I don't know why I said it like that. Taking some Canada Dry. My mom makes fun of me. And she says that I drink my Canada Dry like men drink beer because I'll watch my TV show. I watch Once Upon a Time, and every time I watch that show, I have to have my like ginger ale with me. So I'll have like 3 cans of it like sitting by me while I watch my show. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this Too Faced Le Creme lipstick in the shade Bon Bon. It's a super gorgeous bright coral. I'm pretty sure I've shown this to you before, maybe in a haul or something, but I've been wearing this like all day, every day. In April, this has been my go-to. I wore this for Easter. I really like the formula on these Too Faced Le Creme lipsticks. You can apply it lightly like this, just one layer, and you know, wear it kind of sheer if you want to. There is Bon Bon with a few layers, and this is like 2 swipes around my lips, and you can keep going because it is very pigmented and it does layer very well. It just looks like it does in the tube. I mean, it's just very bright coral, just like hot, vibrant. I love this color. I've been drugstore lipsticks with this color lately, but this one is still my favorite, and even though it is high-end, it's Too Faced. It's like $22 with taxes. Definitely worth it. The formula is very creamy. So that's it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been getting a lot of requests on to do a video about how I've been doing my makeup lately, because you guys have noticed that I've been doing a lot of rosy tones on my eyes, and you know, I have been playing around with bronzer, which is something I've never really done before until about, you know, a few months ago, and I feel like the more practice I get, the better I'll be at it. I mean, I know it's nothing phenomenal, but I really have been experimenting a lot with my makeup lately. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.